Just a reminder to all UK expats living and working abroad in the EU. Uh, the EU is a regulatory body. It's not a sovereign government, but it's got this semi-sovereign existence like the UN or the World Health Organization. It's not quite a law unto itself, but it makes rules and regulations which countries throughout the EU have to obey, and that can include uh, EU countries which have got dependent places like the Azores or some places off the South American coast or um, islands within France or Spain or Portugal. There's not many left in England because they've been given away, but putting that to one side, the EU regulation it covers all those areas in the EU and Iceland and Greenland as well. For travel into those countries from next year, the EU are introducing what they call the ETIAS. Now, this has been something that's been years in the making, and it's electronic uh, authority to travel. It's not a visa, it's not a passport. But what's the difference between a visa and a passport? A visa is an authority to travel for a short fixed period of time. A passport is something that allows you to travel and proves your identity as a citizen of a country. A travel authority allows you to go to these countries for a short period of time, but it's something you have to get before you travel. It's exactly the same as a passport. It's the same job, except that it vets and verifies and tells the government who you are, where you are, and what you're doing, and when it is. And the EU postponed it a few times, but again, it's due to come in 2026. If you've got a business or family or home in the EU, then you're going to need these travel visas every time you nip over to France, Portugal, Spain, Greece, Cyprus, or any other European country for a short trip or holiday. So what's the ways around that? What can you do to protect yourself? If you've got a holiday home in Cyprus, Malta, Greece, Spain or Portugal or France, then you could get yourself a longer term resident permit. Now that may only be for a year, but it means that you don't need to get the ETIAS each time. If you've got a residency permit, especially if you can date it back to pre-EU, then that residency permit allows you to come and go without having to have the ETIAS. So if you're living and working abroad or you own a property in the EU, consider getting a residency permit now so you can freely travel as often as you want and not be subject to the Schengen 90 days in 180 rules and regulations that the EU will be able to apply with their ETIAS scheme from 2026.